Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see the little record button. There we go.
I totally forgot to press it once we.
I know. I didn't think about it either. Shoot.
Heather, do you have anything to add about Success Club that I'm forgetting?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You want to talk about going Emerald, or do you want me to talk about it, or? Okay. So if your second goal, so your first goal as a coach is to hit Success Club. You can hit Success Club either by enrolling customers or coaches. You get 2 points per challenge pack, no matter if they're a customer or a coach. But once they buy a challenge pack from you, then consider them like done. You don't get another 2 points from them like down the road. You only get 2 points per person. Your second goal as a coach is going to be to go Emerald. To go Emerald, you have to have 2 active coaches underneath you, one on your left leg and one on your right leg. For them to be active, all they have to do is have at least 50 points in personal volume every 5 or 6 weeks. So that can be either from an order that they are placing, or if they're like selling a product, then that counts also. Just by having your Shakeology on HD every month will give you 90 PV. So just make sure that they're getting their shakes monthly and they'll be considered active. Once you are Emerald, then it opens up another earning potential for you because you become eligible for the team cycle bonus, which is still kind of confusing. It just has to do with like the amount of volume you're generating. There's other videos that can explain this way better, and I don't even like really want to get into it because I don't understand it well enough to like do it justice. But just consider it. Once you become Emerald, it's another like potential income. Your other
real quick, Logan.
Go ahead.
So if you have your 2 active coaches,
yes,
one on each leg, and let's say you have coaches signed up under them, or they have coaches signed up under them. Mm-hmm. What if one of them becomes inactive and decides to cancel their order? What happens? Like, does it just bump up, and then the person below them becomes your top left leg or right leg?
So they just kind of go, if they become inactive and they're not getting their Shakeology, but they haven't like completely canceled, they'll end up going gray on your genealogy. And actually my like top 2 coaches on both of my legs are both gray inactive, and they don't understand the potential. If they like got active again and got Emerald, then they would get all of the cycle bonus from all the people underneath me.
Yeah.
So they just kind of like fade away because they're not active. So
but that doesn't affect you or your
no,
points or anything
it doesn't really affect me at all. So then the next people down, I have Levi. So I have like 2 inactives at the very top. And then I have Levi on my left, then another inactive, and then Heather. So Levi and Heather are technically my like top 2 that are like getting the trickle down from everybody else below me. But it doesn't affect anything because I have enough coaches under me. If I was just an Emerald and one of them went inactive, then if I didn't replace them with another coach by the time Thursday rolls around, then I would go from Emerald back to a coach.
Okay.
So, or like if I was Diamond and I have Levi as an Emerald over here, but one of his coaches went inactive, all of a sudden he's not an Emerald anymore, then it could, so you want to try and beef yourself up enough that if someone does go inactive, it doesn't completely screw up your
yeah.
screw up your genealogy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to going Emerald, this wasn't something that I was really aware of when I was first signing up, but you want to pick the people that are going to be at the top of each leg, you want to pick your like top, like most favorite people that you want to put up there, because they're going to be the ones that are going to get the trickle down of that team cycle bonus and the people that you like continue to enroll underneath them. So like I said, my top 2 girls are both inactive, so they're missing out on some bonus action. But I have Levi as the very next one, and then Heather is the top on my other leg. So, but if you have, you know, if you can talk them into it, you want to enroll your spouse as one, because it opens up another business center for you. Levi is not an active, like not actively promoting Beachbody. Like he supports me in what I do, but he's not out there like, hey man, you want to sign up as a coach with me? Like, no, absolutely not. But I enroll people under him to boost his business, to help boost my business, if that makes sense. So I have him like promoted to an emerald, which helped get me to a diamond. So his shakes that come in every month, he doesn't drink them routinely because he's a brat, but I get his Shakeology HD order in the packets, and I use those as my samples that I sell, or people, like, you know, if a family member wants to try it, I'll give them a packet, or other people, I just sell them for like $5 a packet. And those are the ones that I use when we do our like monthly 5-day Shakeology challenge group. So then I earn my money back on it, and I'm not like out another, like I don't have a whole pantry full of Shakeology that's just like sitting there. Like I burn through it really quickly. Anything else about Emerald that you can think of that I need to add? Okay. Why don't we talk about
Success Club and Emerald. Those are like the best things that need to happen.
Those are your goals. Yep, those are the goals to make them happen. And the way to make them happen is through inviting people.
Yes.
To the opportunity. So inviting people to the coaching opportunity and inviting people to join your challenge groups. So what I did, I'm still not super great at inviting, just because I get nervous about people saying no, but I'm learning to, even if people do tell me no, I have really learned to take it as a just not right now. It's not a flat out no, it's not right now. Right, Renee? You came back to me.
Yes. Yes, I did. You look so damn good.
And it's not about inviting, flat out inviting. It's about inviting, I want to say it like through the back door, like always posting your food pictures, always posting your shake pictures, always subliminally, whatever that word is, posting about it, but not saying, hey, I want you to do this with me right now. Can you sign up tomorrow, please?
You want to be a product of the product. It's one of the vital behaviors. Be a product of the product. Show them that you drink your shake and you eat well and you exercise and that it works. It's not like some gimmick or like quick fix that, you know, you spend a bunch of money on and you're supposed to lose 10 pounds in like a day. Like, no, that's not, like, you get out of it what you put into it. But you want to constantly, if creating a like page is a big step, and it's one that I put off for a while. And Heather actually made one before I did, and she was the one that finally like kind of gave me the kick in the butt to do it, and I realized that the only reason I wasn't doing it was just because of that, like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think if I go make a like page and they think that I think I'm some like big fitness freak or whatever. And no. And I realized that I was just like getting in my own head about it, like worrying about what other people were going to think. And finally I was just like, why am I like getting in my own way with this, because I was second guessing everything that I was posting on my personal page, because I didn't want my personal page to be all about Beachbody, and then people start unfriending me and then I get my feelings hurt. Like, so I'm like, so I finally just put it away, made my like page, and that way I can focus on putting like all that content over there, and I don't have to worry about it. So the people that want to follow it will follow it, and if they don't want to, they don't have to. But I'll probably still show up in their newsfeed anyways, because, you know, people are still like liking and engaging on the posts. But don't post every single picture about specifically Beachbody. I don't think I hardly ever reference like specifically Beachbody or like specific programs. Like I'll have pictures of me with my shake, or I'll have like a sweaty workout selfie, but I don't like post, you know, the like banner for size and stuff like that, like on my page, because you don't want to be selling these products. You want to be marketing yourself and how the products work for you, if that makes sense. Because you want to be relatable and genuine and make people feel like they kind of like already know you by the time you reach out to them. Because I post a lot of like mom stuff, because, you know, majority of my life is at home being a mom to my kids, and so and a lot of people can relate to that. And so it's more about posting about like you and your journey, and not just Beachbody products, because we're not salespeople.
Just need to be authentic.
Yeah. Be yourself. And you'll be really surprised which of your posts kind of like take off and get engagement, because some of my most popular ones are like my one that I did after we got home from Mexico about turning 30 and how I've been feeling so confident. And then my other one that was really popular was my side-by-side like transformation photo that I did last month, where I got like a little more personal and talked about how I was afraid to even start the program because I was afraid of failing. That one was pretty popular and got a pretty far reach. But then my other ones that get a lot of reach are like the one where I have the damn avocado like in the bag, or like asking about eyelash extensions, or like, you know, just like funny stuff. And so the one I posted last night about just that like picture about my toddler whispering the words "I own you," like after I gave her blanket and her water and treated her like a princess. That one reached like 1,000 people. So you just never know what it is that's going to kind of.
And that's the good thing about the like page. Once you make your like page, it runs differently than your personal page. And like Logan's talking about, it reached 1,000 people. Every time you post something on your like page, it shows you how many people you reached and how many people clicked on it and how many, it just breaks it down for you. So it's nice to see. And then it gives you feedback. Oh, I need to post more like this and less like that, because this kind of post is reaching a lot more people than that kind of post is. So there's a lot of benefits to having that like page.
That's my question about the like page, is how do you reach people other than the people that have already liked it? Like how do you, and like with the inviting, how do you invite other people? Because I already invited, you know, all my friends that I'm friends with on Facebook to like my page. And then where do you go from there?
It'll take a minute, but it'll just start trickling.
Okay.
It'll start. Like when I'm up to, I think 210 likes.
Okay.
And I mean, literally for the first 3 weeks, I had like 30. And
okay.
I don't even remember when I created my like page, probably February or March.
And I know like with Instagram, adding hashtags, obviously a lot of people see that and they click on those. And so I've gotten a lot of friends on Instagram or followers.
Mm-hmm.
And on Facebook, is that similar? Like, do hashtags help reach more people?
I think
now,
you can hashtag. It's not quite as big as on Instagram, but you can also, the difference with Facebook is that you can run boosts and you can run ads, and I'm going to try and find, there was a link in one of our like top leader pages that talked about how to run more of like the ads and boosts, because you can, you have to pay money, but if you have a post that's pretty popular and you decide to give it a boost, whether it be like a couple bucks or $5 for, however long you want to run it, then Facebook will put it out there. You can pick your target. Like I usually pick my target range, like women ages 22 to 45 or something like that. So then Facebook will tell me like, okay, if you spend like this much money, then you'll reach like anywhere from like 3,000 to 6,000 people kind of thing. Yeah, you have to be careful because other accidentally spent.
I'm already overwhelmed.
Yeah, I accidentally spent $400. Yeah.
Whoa.
Dollars?
Yeah, it's a whole they refunded it, but I thought my limit of $20 was for the whole thing, but it was $20 per day, and it ran for 2 weeks or something. It was ridiculous. I checked the thing, and I was like, no, this is not what I signed up for.
Get a lot of business from it?
No, it was on my husband's business account. I was like, why is he getting all these? So, he did get stuff from it, but I wasn't trying to spend that kind of money for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you just have to be careful and read everything before you click. Read it twice.
One thing that I did with my photography page, like I think I have a little over 3,000 likes on my photography page, and I would only boost the post I did where like I was giving something away or there was like a contest, because if you boost that for $5 or $10, like so many more people see it, so many more people share it.
Right.
It just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
Right. One of the girls that's on Fire Empire ran a contest a week or two ago that got a lot of activity on her like page, and she just had 2 packets of Shakeology, and she said, hey guys, I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give a couple packets of shakes away. Comment below and I'll draw a name out of a hat in a couple days. And so there was a lot of interest. What I would do if I'm going to run one like that is I would say, make sure you like my post.
Tag it.
And tag a friend, because then it's just going to get that many more people seeing your page. Like my post, like my page, and tag a friend. And she had like dozens and dozens of comments, and then it was just simple draw out of a hat. Oh, you win the shakes. And, it just like really increased engagement on her page.
So I signed up 2 coaches today.
Yay!
And I have 2 more coaches.
There's going to be some rank changes.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who already drinks Shakeology, but she said she wants to switch her coach to me.
Okay.
So I just need to figure out. I signed up the first 2, but then I had to hurry up and work out before, so I didn't miss this call. And then I have the other 2 coaches to sign up still.
Is your friend the one that we were talking about on the phone that used to do Shakeology?
Not yet. That's another one. That's possibly a 5th one.
Okay.
10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes left. I am not ready to upgrade my account yet. Sorry.
If you can, Renee, get them. If they can enroll today, your best bet is to get them enrolled like tonight, because
right before 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get those 2 for sure done tonight. And then I will text my other friend and find out. And then I'll just need help with the placement, which, Logan, we can do that Friday.
Yep, we can do that Friday. Yeah. So when it comes to inviting, don't message people just out of the blue and say, hey, I'm doing Beachbody now. Do you want to join me, kind of thing? Like, no. That's like what It Works people do. That's kind of icky.
So far, the post that I posted this morning is what has gotten me a lot of feedback, like a lot of positive feedback. Everybody's, really positive about it and, proud of me and excited for me. And I've had several people, asking kind of what I'm doing and stuff like that. And that's how I've gotten at least a couple of the people that want to sign up.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's usually my my tactic too. If you pay attention to my posts, I'll usually do kind of a side-by-side transformation photo towards the end of the month when we're getting ready to start. And because those are the ones that, because people want to see the results, and it doesn't have to be like a sports bra photo every time. Like even just doing a side-by-side like face photo of like this year and last year and stuff like that can be really like striking and look at how much healthier I am, and my eyes are so much brighter now that I drink Shakeology kind of thing. But you don't have to say because I drink Shakeology, but just because of my new lifestyle, and get people to start talking a little bit more. So when people message you, and Renee and I talked a little bit about this on the phone today, but when people message you wanting more information because of something that you've shared, do your best not to word vomit all over them, because this was my biggest mistake as a new coach. Someone would message me and say, "Hey, Logan, like you look great. What are you doing?" And then I write them back 18 paragraphs about Shakeology, and these are all the superfoods in it, and this is the 21-day fix meal plan, and this is what I eat, and these are the workouts that I do. I do this one Monday and this one Tuesday. And it's like, they don't want to hear all of that. Okay. Like you need to turn the conversation back to them and say, thank you. Like, yeah, I have had really good success with some of these programs. Can I ask you what your goals are? And turn the conversation back to them, because you want it to be about them. You're not trying to sell them a product. You're trying to develop a relationship with them, and you want to help them pick the best challenge pack for their lifestyle. Like, so I have a friend who, nutrition is a real struggle for her. So 21 Day Fix is probably going to be her go-to, because that's what she really needs to get in line. I have another friend who is really good with her nutrition, but she's recently postpartum, had a rough pregnancy, has some physical limitations, so she's not going to be able to jump into a 21-day fix or a heavy workout. So her best bet is to do PIO. So you really need to find out their story and find out, like, where are they struggling? Are they struggling with their working out? Are they struggling with their eating? Are they struggling with their energy? And really kind of pinpoint which challenge pack is going to fit their needs best, because then it's ultimately going to set them up for greater success in doing the program, because they're not going to be set up with a pack that doesn't quite meet their needs. Does that make sense? And so really just like, don't word vomit. I am most successful when I can talk to people about it in person or on the phone. Messenger is the one that will kind of get me a little bit, because it'll let you just like type and type and type and type. Even Instagram, like direct message, will cut you off at a certain point, and it'll say, okay, Logan, that's enough. And like, send your message now and move on, But so try your best to have more of a conversation flowing with them rather than just talking at them about the product. And if they kind of start to backpedal a little bit when you tell them the price, especially price of Shakeology, you can remind them that this is, the price of 30 meals. So when you consider like what the price of 30 meals would be that you're replacing this with, like my big thing was, I had a bad Starbucks habit, and I'd go and I'd get that, fattening latte and the breakfast sandwich, and then the kids would want their cake pops, and before you know it, we're like almost $20 out of Starbucks, and okay, so my $4 shake is actually a lot better deal. Number one, it's way healthier for me, and number two, it actually saves me a lot of money. And there is the 30-day money back guarantee. So if they really don't love it and they're just crazy, then they can send it back and get their money back. I don't think I've had anybody return it, but and so Heather, tell them your little story that you learned about the planting seeds, like when it comes to in venue that you list on Super Saturday.
When I was in Columbus for our Super Saturday event, which was pretty cool to be surrounded by so many coaches.
Which time out, Super Saturday is going to be like the first weekend in August, and they're all across the country, but you know, my local girls, they're in like Seattle, Portland, so we'll start planning so we can all go to Super Saturday.
You guys have to go to the Seattle one because it'll probably be big and fabulous. Mm-hmm. But one of the speakers, Brad, his last name has a lot of vowels. He gave us a story about planting seeds, and when you're inviting and doing what you're doing and posting on Facebook and Instagram, you're essentially planting seeds all over the place, and you're just planting and keep planting. And he said, you know, what if a bird came along while you're throwing all these seeds out and grabs one of your seeds and flies away? What are you going to do? Are you going to keep chasing that bird to get that seed that it took? Or are you going to stay here and keep planting more seeds? Because if you plant more seeds, your garden's going to grow bigger. Or are you going to leave the garden unattended to chase down the one seed that flew off? So his point was, stop chasing the seeds that are flying away. The bird might bring it back. The bird might need somewhere to land that seed, but don't chase the one that keeps flying away. Mm-hmm. Worry about the ones that you're planting in front of you, and keep tending to that garden you're planting in front of you, and don't chase those seeds, which I was having a problem doing, because I would have people message me and want to do it, and then they would change their mind, and I felt like I was chasing them, and I was constantly like, oh, are you ready? And then right in front of my face I had all these people, and I wasn't even seeing them because I was too worried about that one person that mentioned they wanted to try it and then backed out.
Yeah.
So
we have less than a minute. I don't know if there's an On Fire Empire call tonight. I think there's supposed to be one at 7 my time, but I haven't seen anything posted today about it. So if they end up posting a link, if you can get on, that'd be great. If not, don't worry about it. You guys have questions, then you can post more like questions in the links, and we'll answer them. Of course, yes. I'm like getting on the phone with any of you guys and like answering questions and stuff.
Please use the 411 group to post questions that you are scared, or, you know, if it's a crazy question, just post it in the 411 group where we can like be more of an intimate group. Or if you are scared to post something on a like, use the 411 group first as like a trial post, because there's only like 12 or 13 of us in there, and we're all going through the same thing. So use that page a lot.
Yeah. Sound good, guys?
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Let's do this again.
Yeah. Good job. Good job, Logan and Heather.
Good job to Logan.
You're so natural.
Yeah, she is. She's like, thank goodness we're on her team, Abby.
Yes. You're good too, Heather.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, you guys rock.
And you're me with the Starbucks, Logan. Oh my gosh. I have to like shield my kids' eyes from the cake pops, or be like, tell the barista, can you tell them you're out, please?
Yeah. Serious.